Hey YouTube, this is Kyle, and today I'm going to be doing a spike review on about 4 or 5 Nike sprint spikes I have. I know that's a lot, but I've had some really rough durability issues with Nike's sprint spikes. So yeah, that's something we're going to go over. But first off, I should probably tell you I'm really deep in the track. Like, I'm all about track. But just to give you an idea of the perspective this is coming from in terms of um, like skill level for the person using these spikes. I'm in high school. I'm uh, grade 10, which would be sophomore in the States. But yeah, I would have been competing this season, but I pulled my hamstring back in January training for my provincial championships here in Canada. Um, like I pulled it pretty bad. So yeah, stretch before you run. But I as a grade 9, so freshman in the States, I ran in the 200. My PB was 23.4, and in the 400 meter, which I got bronze at provincials here in, was 51.67. So obviously my events are the 2 and the 4. I tried hurdles, but not for me. Um, Yeah, I'm doing 100s this coming season, so that just gives you an idea of what kind of runner I am. So, anyways, I'm about 5'8", 145 pounds, by the way. So, you know, I have really small feet. So the spikes I'll be reviewing in here are like pretty tiny. Anyways, so first up, one of the many Nike spikes we have here, which I kind of regret, but the Nike Superfly R3. Really, like, there's a lot of hype with this spike. Like, they're really sick looking. And a lot of people that have them and really enjoy them. It's got that G5 plate that everybody loves. Really stiff, really aggressive, grippy plate. Full-length plate, really flashy looking. But, yeah, full-length plate, pretty good arch support. You know, keeps you on your toes great, gives you a little bit of a spring in your step. But the reason being, I'm going to explain now for all my Nike spikes why I don't like them and why I've had so many is the durability issues, which is I don't think I have the right shoe on this one that tore through. But this is the right shoe, yeah. So the eyelets for the laces, you'll see right, okay, hold on 1 second. Like right, not sure if you can see that, like right there. See how stretched that is? Yeah, that's just the one shoe. The other one tore right through. So the eyelets for the laces tear through, and this all happened to me within the first month, max 2 months with every Nike spike I've had, which has been so many due to this issue in durability. Because like they only last a month, and I train year round, so like I have to get a new pair basically every time another one rips through. And yeah, so durability is a huge issue with these. I thought they would have taken care of it because this is a really high-end spike, really expensive, $120 to $150 up here in Canada. I got these ones from here, but I've ordered other Nike spikes from eBay in the States, which means I have to pay a lot of stuff like taxes and duty, shipping, So pretty expensive spike anyways, right? So you'd think it would hold together pretty well, but it doesn't, which is a huge letdown. But like I said, love the spike, great performance. Not very comfortable, a little bit on the heavy side, but those things don't matter for a sprinter as much as they would like middle distance. Yeah, like I love the G5 plate, but the upper on these, like they're really breathable and they look light, but it's deceiving because they're actually a really heavy spike. Like I find all Nikes are in comparison to like Asics and Adidas. But the power tab I really enjoyed that. Really keeps a foot locked down. Feels good to be able to like cinch and lock and load before a race. Get everything, you know, firmly. Oh, sorry, I'm at a loss of words here. Firmly. Wow, I can't. I just totally lost my train of thought. But you know what I mean. Anyways, keeps the foot locked down, nice and firm. So, anyways. Yeah, like, I love the G5 plate, really stiff plate, really springs you forward, but the upper, It's also really uncomfortable, I find. I've had a lot of my teammates use them and say they get blisters. I don't personally have that issue with this bike, but yeah, like it fits kind of funny as well. Like it's true to size. So if you're a size 7, get a size 7. But like I'm a size 7, sorry. But they fit narrow in the forefoot and wide in the back. So if you have wide feet, it's really annoying. And I have thin feet, so I'm lucky. But I know some people who really don't enjoy the fit, and they're really uncomfortable, especially in long sessions. Partly because of the full plate and how stiff it is, but I think more so because the upper material in here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Hold on here. I'm sorry. It's I can't really see it. Shit. But yeah, it's really, you can't see it, sorry. But it's really rough, really hard, plasticky feeling. Feels kind of cheap, really. But it's got like some nice padding in the heel here and on the tongue, so there's no lace bites, which is handy. Other than that, not very comfortable at all. So overall, I'd give it about a overall, I'd give it about a 7 out of 10. 9 for the plate. Maybe a 5 or 6 for comfort, maybe a 3 or 4 for durability. High performance, I'd give it like a maybe like a 8 or a 9. Like it's good that way. Just comfort and durability are the main issues. And yeah. So on to my next bike here. This was another one that ripped through really fast. But yeah, this one like ripped in like the first 2 weeks. And I know I do have my spikes tight, and that's Nike wouldn't refund me or stand behind their product because they said I was just doing them up tight as my own fault, right? But when you're sprinting, you want your spikes to fit like pretty damn like next to perfect, as close as you can. So like you naturally do them up tight because if you're wiggling while you're sprinting, it's like the most annoying feeling in the world, especially on the curves. But yeah, like you'd think that they would be able to do up tight without stuff like this happening because like even training shoes, they don't do that usually. But yeah, it's just been like yeah, it's probably the problem with. But anyway, so positives and negatives about this bike. Maxcat 3. Thank you, Maxcat 3. Again, looks really sick like I find most Nike spikes do, but also really expensive again. This one was 110. I got this in Canada as well, where I live. I'm Southern Ontario here. But yeah, I was a bit worried about the five pin spike configuration. I was worried about the plate being too flimsy. But I was desperate to get spikes because my rivals, which I had for 2 months before they ripped through, they ripped through again to the point where I couldn't even like poke holes through them because it was all like the whole shoe was like torn apart. And it all because the eyelets like tearing in the first place. But I was desperate to get some spikes and have any around here. This is the only one I can find, and I was really excited because it's a really highly anticipated 400-meter spike. I know all about the Maxcats. The twos, everybody I know a lot of people like the twos, Maxcat twos, because they were they were like flexible for a 4, and they were a great turn spike. But like what I don't like about them, and this is just a start, is the size. If it's a tiny bit big, and even if you size down like half a size, it's too small then. So like there's no happy medium. That might just be my size because like I have tiny feet. I'm like a 6.5, 7. Yeah, these are 6.5 because like when you can't like if you're in between sizes, they say to go with a smaller size, the sprint spikes, but that's snug feel. But yeah, this was just too small. Like in the toes, like I was like just pinched to the point where I felt like I was falling forward when I was sprinting, which you know, some guys like that, but I'm always taught, like my trainer, coach, whatever you want to call it, my mentor, she always encouraged me to run tall so that you can get your knees up higher and really use your hip flexors and your core. But some people hunch over, and I guess that's okay. But yeah, so size, wasn't comfortable at all, which I was disappointed because the Maxcat 2s were really comfortable by what I heard. They're Nike's latest spike for sprints, so I expected that to have a benefit, but lightness really doesn't, you know, affect you a lot. It's just something that's a little bonus. But yeah, they are light, but not as light as you'd expect for their lightest sprint spike. They're like maybe 4 or 5 ounces. But sacrificing that for the comfort again didn't work out, or the durability even. But yeah, like these ripped through as well. I think I got the wrong shoe again here. Sorry, but yeah, like they're really breathable again, like the R3s, as you can see here. All that black stuff there is just mesh, but it's so minimalistic to the point where like it's not comfortable at all, and just the spike plate on it. I really was excited about the P-back spike plate because P-backs is like a really like it's a really hyped up material. It's real strong. It's used in like jet plane windows and stuff like that. But they yeah, it just did nothing I really enjoyed about this bike at all. Really, like if you're a 400-meter runner, they're not even good for the 2 or the 1. I find that's just me. I like stiff plate, but for the 4 even like they're a good turns bike. And I know like the Nike Maxcat series is like they've always been huge with 400-meter runners. Even like hurdlers, it was big with them because they have a little bit of padding in the heel here, which I do enjoy. Because when you're running those 4s and you heel down every once in a while, which you don't want to do, you want to run on the balls of your feet, right? But it does happen every once in a while, especially when you're inexperienced. Like what I did was when I ran when I was a freshman, I remember like when I was really tying up in that last 100, just occasionally I'd go down with the heel. It didn't really slow me down, but for some people I guess it does. But yeah, they don't have a problem with this. But yeah, overall though, don't really care for this spike at all. Like it's really nice looking, really sick, like most Nike spikes. But the grip, don't worry about that. The 5-pin grip was fine. It has really sharp secondary grip here. These lugs all along here, you can see. Those were great. So there's no problem with any Nike spikes in grip. But yeah, it's just the stiffness, nothing to worry about there. Like it's obviously stiff or less stiff than the G5 plate, but not like too flimsy for 2s and stuff. You can still use it for a 2. I just don't prefer to. It's just me. But yeah, so that's Nike Maxcat 3. Overall, I'd say comfort, not very good at all. So I'd say like a 2 or 3, 4 in that range, that area, that neighborhood. For comfort, durability, again, I can only give like a 3 or 4 because the eyelets tore through in 2 weeks, which is absolutely ridiculous. And performance, I'd say performance, I'd give it a little higher, maybe like a 7 or an 8 because like they're nice for turns and stuff in the 4, and they're really light for Nikes. But yeah, just not for me. Just if I had a size that fit me, maybe it might have been somewhere in the neighborhood of a 7 or an 8. But overall, I'd only give it like a 6 at best. It'd be a 5. Anyways, on to my next bike. The Zoom Jaws. I got these for Christmas as a present, and I was really excited to get the G5 plate. I got these before my R3s, and I really enjoyed that that power in the G5 plate. But yeah, I really like the upper on this too because it molds to my feet really well. Like there's no tab or anything, but it's a really sturdy material that's leather. But again, these fucking, I swear, if one more of these Nike spikes like tears through the eyelets, I'm gonna lose it. Like I can't believe it. These ones tore through in the first month, so the second fastest it's happened. But yeah, like that's ridiculous for them to tear through that. Is Nike not to stand behind their product for something this expensive? I think these ones are like 100 or something because I got them just as they were being taken out of circulation or whatever. Like they're not being made anymore. But yeah, like still though, for $100, like as much as I do love the spike, the durability, and I do really like this Nike spike. This is my favorite of the Nikes because it really molds your foot. The upper's nice and strong. It's about the same weight as the Superfly, I find. Really locks the foot down better, and more comfortable on the inside than the Superfly or the Maxcat. It molds to your feet, like I said, like 3 or 4 times. But the G5 is great, stiff, springs forward, all that. But yeah, this durability is just killing me. So this leads to my final spike, the Adizero Prime Finesse, which I love. I just got this in a couple days ago, but I fell in love with it as soon as I got it. And one of the big things with this spike that people put a lot of emphasis on is the weight. I find like in comparison to the Nike spikes, this is like half the weight of like the Superfly or the Jaw. Like, this is 3 point something ounces in a size 7, maybe even 2 in my size. Like, yeah, a size 9 is a 3 ounces flat, so it's probably like 2 something ounces, which is ridiculously light, and I love that. Even though it doesn't make much of a difference, it's just handy. Where do I even start? These are like godly spikes. I love them, but they're much more comfortable than any of the Nike spikes I have. One thing I noticed about these that's different from Nike spikes, the Adidas. This is my first Adidas Sprint spike, so like I wasn't sure what to expect. I was a bit nervous because I was getting these all the way from the UK. So it was really expensive because of shipping. Getting like $200 because of shipping, but it normally would have been like 90 or something. But yeah, I was nervous, but as soon as I got them, they fit perfect. A little bit different shape, like for in terms of fit than the Nikes, but I still really enjoyed it. And like I got used to it. You just got used to it. It takes like a week, but yeah, the upper is nice and strong and durable, and which you wouldn't think because this is like paper thin. Like you can almost see, yeah, you can see like through this spike. It's so like breathable and thin. So it's just as breathable as like the Superfly R3s of the